Hello my good ones. The Stones of Miracles in the 5th season underwent a global change in shape and the way they are used. Gabriel, having lost the strongest Bunnyx Miracle Stone, with which he could change everything, began to think about how to protect himself and not lose other Miracle Stones during the battle. With the help of a spell book, he transformed all the Miracle Stones into rings. All except one, the Moth Wonder Stone. Why he did not change his form is not completely clear. Maybe he felt some kind of affection. For example, he was dear to him as a memory of Emily and his promise to return her. Especially if you remember that there was a photo of his wife inside the butterfly brooch. But most likely so that he could use it at any time and in any place. After all, as we remember, rings need to be applied to capsules with Kamni to use their powers. Another reason is that the new function of the rings gave only superpowers, but the costume remained unchanged. The newly redesigned rings made it possible to keep the Kamni in captivity, so that they would not try to escape from him in any case. In addition, as we saw earlier, when one of the rings was lost, Lady Bug could not use it. This is certainly a competent step on the part of Gabriel. But this is not entirely humane to the poor Kamni, who were constantly locked up in small jars. I am very sorry that we were not shown the rescue scene, all the Kamni. Where was this monarch's lair, about which there was so much controversy? The creators of the animated series were in such a hurry to finish with Gabriel that they missed so many long-awaited scenes that fans could say they were dreaming about. And how many fan episodes have been made about how Lady Bug gets into Gabriel's lair? Unfortunately, we probably won't see it anymore. Earlier I assumed that his lair was in the attic, but is it true? This question will torment me until the secret is revealed. In the final, Marinette received the monarch's rings, and this new function did not suit her as a guardian in any way. She returned them to their original form using a spell book. This is another scene to which the writers could devote an entire episode. It's a pity that they didn't take this opportunity to please their fans. The process of restoring the original shape is clearly not easy. Gabriel needed a whole high-tech installation for this process. This secret of creating miracle stones will remain a mystery to us. Now the Stones of Miracles have the same shape, and we were shown this on the team of Lady Bug, to whom she distributed them for permanent use. Now the bearers of the miracle stones will have to face new problems that they had not previously thought about. These are relationships with parents, with guardians, quarrels between lovers, manipulations by gullible people, and adaptation processes. They will have to live a double life and learn to lie to family, friends, and loved ones. This will be the basis for several episodes in Season 6. For example, we can be shown the doubts of Sabrina, who is trying not to fall back into her illusion that Chloe is good-natured. After all, Chloe had already embarked on the path of correction more than once, but then again broke down to her arrogant life. Sabrina has no closer friends than Chloe, and she may also accidentally let slip about her new superhero quality. By the way, there are rumors on the network that Chloe will die in the 6th season. This is supposed to happen during the crash of her mom's plane. But in fact it's just a fake. Fans of the animated series were outraged by the possible death with Chloe. But don't worry, despite the fact that at the end of the 5th season Chloe left Paris, we will definitely meet her. Owning a miracle stone is a big responsibility, and not everyone will be able to carry this load without a mistake. The secret of identity is the main condition for the possession of wonderful talismans. But this secret is no longer a secret for some people. For example, Natalie knows the identities of each of them. Tamo Tsurugi also probably knows about Gabriel's every move, and this information is no exception. Madame Tsurugi is generally the main dark horse of the animated series. Her closeness with the new mayor, the creation of a monument from the magic rings, alliance, and the words that tomorrow she will continue the work of Gabriel are somehow ambiguously perceived. Like Gabriel in the past, Tomo wants to get the talismans of Ladybug and Cat Noir to make his wish, which is a priori devoid of everything human. She is a tough person who rejects sentimentality and all that makes us human. Looks like she could be worse than Lila. She may be one of the main central villains of the new seasons. If she really knows about the personalities of the Wonderstone bearers, then this will put the superheroes to an incredible test. Besides, I'm sure she's not blind. We were shown these shots of her looking at the monitors and controlling them, and this proves her good eyesight. And here's the scene when she looks at the Alliance ring in Gabriel's office. She convinced everyone about her illness, and this speaks to her ulterior motives. In other words, she will still present surprises. All of them, both heroes and villains, are part of the balance of the universe. Villains have always been, are, and will never be transferred. The Stones of Miracles were created many millennia ago. And their shape only says that since their creation they have been subjected to external changes more than once. The shape of the Bunnyx Wonder Stone proves this in the most obvious way. In the 16th century, the first pocket watches were invented, which means that the shape of the Stone of Miracles was completely different earlier. Perhaps this is a mandatory process of changing the shape of talismans. I assume that it is the keeper's duty to periodically change the shape of the Wonder Stones to keep up with the times, in order for the Stones of Miracles to be invisible to others. Imagine if the mascots have not changed since the day they were created. How would they look now, and how would others react to wearing them? We can fantasize about their original forms. For example, it could be a spear, or an arrowhead, or maybe it's a necklace of teeth, or in the form of a fawn. Any object that would have been created more than 5,000 years ago would have caused a lot of questions from others. Therefore, changing the shape of the miracle stones should be changed by the keepers themselves. Perhaps the creation of a new Stone of Wonders is not a very complicated process. It may be enough just 1 grain from the old talisman to make the new stone work in full force. I repeat that I would love to watch such an episode where the shape of the active Stone of Miracles changes. And I have everything for today. Subscribe to the channel, like and click on the bell. Goodbye, my good ones.